This segment is brought to you by South Louisiana Bank. It's better when we bank together.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Bayou Time. Harry McCullough here. It's time to check in with Assumption Parish, and for that, we go to Commander Lonnie Cavalier in Assumption Parish Sheriff's Office. Thanks so much for joining us, Lonnie. Like going on as always in Assumption Parish, but you got a couple of arrests to talk about, and then later some training, some SWAT training that I know a lot of your deputies have gone through.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having us.
Okay. Yeah, the first one would be another ICE, a famous ICE arrest. Again, not the immigrations reform, but the actual Assumption Parish ICE.
It is confusing, but they're working.
Yeah, and they are doing a difference. Yes, you're right.
Yes, Ernest Jarrell Williams, 29 of 10940 Williams Drive, Marigon, Louisiana, was arrested on felony fugitive warrants following a traffic stop on Highway 70 near Pankerville. A uniformed patrol deputy assigned to the ICE detail observed a vehicle commit a traffic violation and executed a stop of that vehicle. The deputy made contact with the driver, now identified as Ernest Jarrell Williams. The deputy conducted a warrants check on Williams and determined that he was wanted by the Jennings, Louisiana Police Department on a felony fugitive warrant for obtaining medication by presenting a fraudulent prescription. Ernest Jarrell Williams was arrested and booked into the Assumption Parish Detention Center on charges of fugitive warrant, obtaining medication by presenting a fraudulent prescription, Jennings Police Department, and speeding 81 in a 55-mile-per-hour zone. Ernest Jarrell Williams was issued a court date for the speeding violation and cleared for transfer to the Jennings, Louisiana Police Department.
Yeah, it's really good to see how you guys work together on those kind of things, and you know, and that's, I guess, the long arm of the law, right? Where you always have a warrant and those kind of things, and you guys work well like that.
A huge net, and one very useful, because obviously these are the type of people you want to make sure we get off the streets.
Yeah, absolutely. From one Williams to another, I don't think they're related, but tell us about Tristan Williams.
Yes, Tristan M. Williams, 18 of 151 Marshall Lane, Napoleonville, Louisiana, was arrested on felony firearms violations arising from a complaint investigated by the sheriff's office. Deputies were dispatched to 151 Marshall Lane in connection to persons shooting firearms. The address has been the subject of multiple complaints involving the shooting of firearms in recent weeks. While investigating the complaint, deputies located evidence confirming the use of firearms. Through investigations, deputies identified Tristan M. Williams as a suspect. At the conclusion of the initial investigation, deputies secured a search warrant for the residence located at 151 Marshall Lane. That search resulted in the seizure of a large caliber firearm. Tristan M. Williams was arrested and booked into the Assumption Parish Detention Center on charges of illegal use of weapons or dangerous instrumentalities. Tristan M. Williams remains incarcerated pending a bond hearing.
Okay. And we talked a little bit about it. So Sheriff Leland Falcon, his department, it's a very important part of any department for touch points and for training for police officers and the community, because it's so valuable to them. But tell us about the SWAT training that a couple of your officers did last week.
Yes, we do have a fully functional SWAT unit, and this past week we sent Lieutenant Eric Taylor and Sergeant Javon Yarborough to the East Baton Rouge Parish Sheriff's Office SWAT training, which took place from March 24th through March 28th. The training was attended by numerous agencies throughout Southeast Louisiana. The SWAT team members undergo rigorous training in advanced tactics, firearms, and the use of specialized equipment. SWAT units are used to deal with close quarters combat, breaching doors, walls, and buildings, firearms proficiency, specialized equipment, crowd control and riot situations, counterterrorism, and school-related incidents, as well as violent suspect apprehension. The Sheriff's SWAT unit is another layer of security available to law enforcement and is vital to Sheriff Falcon's mission to maintaining public safety in Assumption Parish.
Yeah, absolutely. But is that how that works around the state, that everybody goes to Baton Rouge and kind of trains SWAT, or do you do it individually? It's in certain areas. How does that training work?
This was a specialized training, and we were not able to send all of our unit because they only accept so many. But this was done in conjunction with numerous other agencies, and we do have our own SWAT training, which takes place once monthly, and we do a lot of our SWAT training in our school system.
Right.
So it is very important, and it gives us, obviously the school system is a very, very important aspect of maintaining security for the safety of our children. So we do train in those areas quite frequently.
Look, that's where the rubber hits the road when it comes to law enforcement, right? I mean, day-to-day duties can probably, sometimes be mundane, but when you have a situation where you need SWAT, you have to be trained almost to a military level, I would think.
Almost to a military level, and they can be used in all aspects of law enforcement in the parish. We choose to do a large portion of our training in the school system, because obviously for to contend with possible school shooters. So it's very important and we do it monthly. So it's very important that we protect the safety of all of our children in the parish.
Yeah, no doubt about that. It's unfortunate we have to do that, but that's one of the major things we have to do now is protect those schools. And we appreciate all the hard work you guys do there in Assumption Parish. Lonnie Cavalier, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having us. Appreciate y'all.
All right, more Bayou time right after this.
This segment was brought to you by Barker Honda. It's better at Barker.